Hey you guys, welcome back for part 2 of Ophiuchus's June reading. What we are doing today is we are taking a look at the divine feminine energies and how they feel about a divine masculine that came up as a magician and as a king of swords. This magician wants to reconcile. There was multiple cards talking about communication. We had 4 in total in that last reading, but nowhere in that reading did it talk about the divine feminine or how she felt about this reconciliation. So I had to dig in. I had to do a part 2. So Ophiuchus, let's jump in. 10-card Celtic spread. How does the divine feminine energy feel about this connection with the magician? Get ready. Here we go. So in this Celtic spread, the number 1 position is the basic situation or the general energy of the divine feminine. And we're looking at how she feels about this reconciliation. And I pulled number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing. This is all about the ending of a cycle. This is letting go, and as the wheel spins, things change. This brings a destined change of events in this connection, in this reconciliation. I clarified the Wheel of Fortune with Girl Talk Love Oracle. This is having fun, being single, moving on. The Wheel of Destination changes, and this divine feminine is surrendering and releasing this outcome or this expectation of reconciliation to the universe, starting to have more fun. This divine feminine single. She's moving on with her life. Doesn't mean that she's forgot about her divine masculine, but she's moving on. She knows she can't chase anymore. She knows she has to let this go, release this control to the universe. And the Wheel of Fortune brings this change of events. The number 2 card is what's challenging, what's hindering or furthering this divine timing, this ending of a cycle for these twin flames to be able to reconcile. And I've got the Page of Swords. The page is the messengers. Swords are about communications and thoughts. This is Aquarius energy. And this page is it can be about why talk when you can stalk. This is an energy of somebody trying to figure something out. So the challenge is this divine masculine trying to figure out whether or not this divine feminine is single. I clarified the Page of Swords with the Camera Love Oracle. This is reminiscing, looking at things through a new lens, trying to understand this connection for what it is. It's not a vanilla typical connection. This is a divinely orchestrated soul connection. So we've got hindering or furthering. I would say that is probably could be a little bit of both, sitting in the energy of, analyzing. We don't want to do that, but trying to figure things out, that's probably furthering the situation. So the challenge is being able to look at things through a new lens, looking at the situation for what it is, understanding what this connection is. And number 3 is the conscious thoughts by the divine feminine about this destined change of events, about this possibility of reconciliation. And I pulled the Knight of Wands. Now, I personally like the Knight of Wands. It can be known as the player energy of the deck, but the Knight of Wands is an action taker. Wands are about passions and desires. This is fiery energy. This is free spirit energy. So consciously, this divine feminine, she's all about this passion and desire. She's all about this knight taking action. Maybe consciously, she is hoping that this divine masculine takes action. I clarified that with the Grim Reaper card. Now, the Grim Reaper comes in when we transform, and this is all about the growth and transformation of our lives. This is transforming this situation. And I got actually a second clarifier, which was the mirror. And we know that a twin flame connection mirrors back to you each other's wounds, that our wounds kind of reflect our relationships reflect each other's wounds, and the twin flame connection is all about that reflection of what we need to heal. This Knight of Wands energy is, someone who enters your life quickly and enthusiastically. It's spontaneous, looking back at the connection. You didn't see the twin flame come, and it just kind of sideswipes you, and you connect with this person, your souls recognize each other, and you have all this energy of excitement. And then we see we've had growth and transformation, and that our twin reflected these wounds. So in our conscious thoughts, we're recognizing and seeing process of maybe how this transpired. It started with passion and desire. It led to seeing our wounds and then allowing us to grow and transform those wounds, transmute that energy. Number 4 is the unconscious thoughts of the divine feminine energy. And this could be energy when we look at it. It could be the divine feminine energy, but also this could be the divine feminine energy in the masculine just as well. So the unconscious thoughts is the 5 of Cups. This is, maybe having some regrets over the situation. The universe is saying, let it go, surrender it. So in the 5D, in the higher realms where these twins are connected, their souls are connected, the universe is saying, surrender. Don't hold those regrets about the past. All right, so we clarified the 5 of Cups with the separation love oracle. This is a feeling of sadness. This is the twins missing each other, and the universe is saying, surrender your yearning for each other, surrender those insecurities about how the future will go, surrender trying to control the outcome or having an expectation about an outcome. And I know that's difficult to do because we're so trained or conditioned to do things ourselves. If we want something done right, we've got to do it ourselves. A lot of us have that mentality that comes out of kind of that wounded energy. But the universe is saying here, surrender all that. There's nothing to have regrets about because you had to go through this process in order to learn these lessons, in order to heal, in order to find ourselves again and tap back into the love and the source light that is within us, that is hidden from us with our belief patterns, our woundings, our societal conditioning. So in the number 5 card position, we're looking at the past influences, that which is ending. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles here. And as you can see, this is a divine feminine energy, and she's holding on to that pentacle. The city's in the background. She's left the societal norm. She may be in isolation, but she is holding on to something so tightly. So that which is ending is this divine feminine releasing those expectations. It's right here. It's confirming it once again. And I clarified the 4 of Pentacles with the lightning love oracle. This is a sudden change, an epiphany, or a dramatic shift. Just like the Wheel of Fortune, this is a destined change of event that brings new energy into this connection when it is released and it is surrendered. Number 6 is future influences, or that which is beginning in this connection, in this energy of wanting a reconciliation. And I pulled the Hierophant card. We know that the Hierophant is masculine energy. It's the counterpart to the High Priestess. And this is an awakened soul. So what's beginning is maybe the divine masculine or the divine feminine side of the divine masculine is awakening, it's healing, and they're understanding that being in service to spirit as a twin flame, as a soul that came to earth with a specific mission to raise the vibration, raise the energetic frequency in order to come into this new light, this new place of peace where we were reconnected with source. It's all about finding ourselves. And I clarified the Hierophant with seduction. And this is that which is just beginning is attraction, flirting, or dating. When we release all these burdens of trying to control, when we release all these burdens of having an expectation of union, then we kind of come back into that love where we want to feel attraction. We want to flirt. We want to start dating our divine masculine. This isn't about somebody else. This isn't seduction about a third party. This is seduction within that connection. But you have to look at it as like, this is dating yourself. This is flirting. This is loving yourself again, as much as it is a new beginning with your divine masculine. So number 7 is the approach or attitude of the divine feminine about this destined change. I pulled the 2 of Cups. This is soulmate, twin flame connection. This is the partnership, divinely orchestrated union. And this divine feminine has always probably seen that this was a 2 of Cups connection. We know that one or the other twin flame is typically more spiritually evolved when they first meet. That's the whole point, is for one to activate the other. And maybe she has known for quite a while how important this connection is, this soulmate. And I clarified that with self-indulgence. This is, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to focus on my healing. My approach to this situation is not to focus on them. It's not to control them. This approach to this divine feminine is like, I'm going to take a look at myself and I'm going to make sure that my wounds are healed. Those 3 core wounds of rejection, abandonment, and low self-worth. If we focus on those wounds and we ask the universe to reveal to us what needs to be healed, the universe will show us, I promise you. And in my readings, I ask that process guidance question. I say, what in me needs to transform, change, or grow in order to be my highest and greatest good, to align with what's best for me. And I want a deep spiritual soul connection like this 2 of Cups connection. If that's what I want, that's what I'm desiring, then I'm going to make sure my healing is done. I'm going to take personal responsibility for that to get myself as prepared and ready for a divine connection. Again, I just want to say, twin flames, if you're on the journey, it doesn't necessarily mean your twin flame comes back into your life. You have to be open for a soulmate that maybe you have another lesson to learn while your divine masculine is doing the healing. You have to accept that maybe in this incarnation that you and your divine masculine is not meant to be together. So we have to be open-minded about all of that. Number 8 is the energies coming from the universe. This is, what does the universe, how is this connection aligning with the universe? And I pulled the number 20 Judgment card, and we know Judgment is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is the destructor. The Pluto comes in and tears everything apart so that the new energies can come through. And the Judgment card says that this is a big decision that needs to be made. The universe is calling out these twin flames. You're going to shit or you're going to get off the pot, passing a final judgment or verdict. Oh, are you going to do the healing? Are you going to believe in this connection? Okay. So the universe is saying, is it dead and over, or is it going to be brought back to life? And I clarified the Judgment card with Healing Heart and Cupid's Arrow. And this is, healing from the heartbreak. This is getting free from toxic relationships in our lives or addictions. This is preparing. If you look back at one of my readings, it's conscious dating for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And part of that, the universe showed me that we need to be healthy spiritually, emotionally, and physically in order to have a union and be able to fully give to someone or a connection equally. Cupid's arrow is, have faith. Love is coming. It's one thing to turn it over and release it, but you can't think negative about that person or that situation. You have to have faith that everything is being aligned for your greatest and highest good. And this could be, Cupid's arrow could be a surprise invitation or a meeting. And I look at that as, yes, from the divine masculine, but this is a divine invitation or a meeting for your creator to say, come back to me, understand who you are, understand the love that you're already surrounded by. So if you've made a choice that you are going to believe in this divine connection, You're going to believe in your divine masculine energy, the external one and the internal one. Believe that this can be healed. Surrender to the universe. Let go. You've done your healing. Now the universe says, sit back and have faith. Watch the universe work its magic and align your abundance. The alignment is always there. We only lose our way and think we are detached because of energetic blockages, belief systems, patterns, behaviors that actually keep us from our desires. So we're not digging a new road here. We're simply lining us back with the road that's already there, but we get sidetracked because of these traumas. We get sidetracked because of these patterns or these maladaptive belief systems. And when we clear out the blockages, it just kind of sets us back straight again. You think of a weeble wobble, you whip that thing across the floor and it dips and bobs and weaves all over the place and bends, but then it aligns and it becomes upright. That's kind of what we are. We're kind of the weeble wobble, and those energetic blockages, when they clear, it allows us to stand up straight and be in alignment. I look at it as basically, we're just sitting there. The universe is saying, I've been here waiting. I've been waiting for you to get out of your own way. And a lot of times that's exactly what it is. We're just in our own way. I'm guilty of that. Number 9 is the hopes and fears of this destined change. And I've got the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands. He's handsome as a button. He's an entrepreneur. He doesn't take no for an answer. He gets what he wants. And this King of Wands, if you look at him, he's all about sexual desire and attraction. He is a warrior. So the hopes of this change is that maybe this divine masculine steps into this King of Wands energy. He embraces his raw desires of what he wants, of how he feels about his divine feminine. And I clarified this with the Ascending Love Oracle. And this is preparing for union. This is spiritual and material abundance. So maybe the hopes of these two twin flames, divine masculine and divine energies, is that they come into union. And again, not just in a physical sense, but this is coming into union within yourself. This is finding your desires within you. Number 10 is the result, outcome, or key of this destined change. This ending of a cycle with these twin flames is the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles brings inner peace and contentment. This is sitting back and knowing I've done everything that I can do. Now all I can do is turn it over to the universe. All I can do is let go and surrender. And I clarified this card with the love call. This is someone expressing love. This is again another repeat card from the first reading of wanting to communicate, the divine masculine wanting to express love, and divine feminines and divine masculines. If you really look at this is divine masculine possibly expressing love in the physical, but this is your divine masculine side within you wanting to reconcile with the divine feminine side, balancing out these divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us. Feeling loved again from source, feeling connected again from our creator, not separate. We're not separate from our divine masculine. We've never been separated. We've always been in union. But as we balance out these energies internally first, and then that has a trickle down effect, and it balances out the energies externally. This twin flame connection is all about finding ourselves again. It's finding the love within us that has always been sitting there, patiently waiting for us to awaken to it, to know that it's never left us. This poem called Footprints in the Sand was my favorite poem until I came across Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken. So I'd have to say that these two probably run neck and neck. We realize that when we find that love and we understand that it's always been sitting there patiently waiting for us to awaken to it, and we think we've been separate and we think we've been alone, and we wonder, well, where was God in all this? Where was God in support of me, And Footprints in the Sand says, one night I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Creator. Scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were 2 sets of footprints, other times there was only 1. During the lowest times of my life, I could see only 1 set of footprints. So I said, Creator, you promised me that you would walk with me always. Why, when I have needed you most, would you leave me? And the universe replied, my precious child, I love you and would never leave you. The times when you have only seen 1 set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. And when we understand that we've been gently carried throughout this whole twin flame journey, every step of the way through the pain and the suffering, we've always been supportive. I know personally for me, I have seen synchronicities for 2 years now nonstop. When I met my twin flame, they greatly increased, but they never stop. I always know that that's the universe reminding me that everything is in divine timing. And this twin flame connection is all about our ascension. It's about finding this divine light. It's about healing and understanding that we have been carried and that we've never been alone. We're not separate from one another. We're all one. We're all part of that source light that resides inside of us, and it's called love. And if you enjoyed this message today and you resonated with this, please subscribe to our channel. I love having your beautiful energy added to our community. I hope you have an abundant, beautiful day, and we'll see you at your next reading of Fucus. Peace.